but Brittney Savage has defeated every former member of the Cosmo Club. To get into the J Cup, after the festivities in the opening of the show, she beat Rick Cataldo. She defeated Cindy Rogers in the first round. And in the semifinals, she defeated Jana. Now in her fourth match of the evening, more than any other participant in the J Cup, she's looking to win it here, but she got a tough task ahead.
She is the current WSU Spirit Champion, Sassy Stephanie!
But she's got to do it against her longtime rival, Sassy Stephanie, the WSU Spirit Champion. There's been a long feud, a long-time feud between these women. It started back at the Breaking Barriers on Internet pay-per-view. Sassy Stephanie lost against Brittney Savage because of the Cosmo Club. And then at the final chapter pay-per-view, Sassy Stephanie and Alicia defeated Rick Cataldo and Brittney Savage in tag team competition. And then at the 4th anniversary show, with via help from Ivory, fending off Rick Cataldo and the Cosmo Club on the floor, Sassy Stephanie accomplished her long-awaited destiny and became the WSU Spirit Champion by defeating Brittney Savage. And this feud is reignited tonight, but for Brittney Savage, the Cosmo Club is dissolved. She's on her own, but she has a new attitude, a new look on life. But she has to defeat Sassy Stephanie, the new Spirit Champion, to become the J Cup winner. This feud reignited. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are at home, watching this DVD, April 2nd, 2011, the 2011 J Cup Finals, Sassy Stephanie, Brittney Savage, one-on-one. Right now, for the second straight contest, Brittney Savage jumps Jana before the bell of her match, and now she's jumping Sassy Stephanie and going right to work on that left arm. That left arm was picked apart in her opening contest with Jennifer Cruz. Then in the semifinals, Stephanie within an eyelash of tapping out to the Jujigatami of Jamelia Kraft. Survived the time limit, and won in overtime. And now, Sassy Stephanie has to overcome that left shoulder. But I believe it's equaled out with the 4th match and the lack of energy in Brittney Savage. This should be a battle of the ages to determine the winner of the 2011 J Cup. Right now, Savage digging that left shoulder into the midsection of Sassy Stephanie. The Spirit Champion goes up and over out of the corner with a sunset flip. Savage only gets 2. Nice snapmare takeover from Sassy Stephanie, and the unwilling victim of a victim kick is Brittney Savage. Here we go. Skull Crusher. Multiple times. There's a cover. Savage might have been locked loopy from that multiple times Skull Crusher. But she kicked out at 2. Savage trying to get some air on the floor, but Stephanie's not going to let that happen. She's right behind her. Follows it up with her right hand right to the melon. Oh, man. Brittney just got her face rammed to the frame of the ring, the hardest part of the ring. And now Stephanie asks the fan to get up. The fan obliges. And then Brittney Savage just kisses that fan's imprint in that chair. And now Brittney Savage eats the steps. The crowd firmly behind Sassy Stephanie. They want to see her win the J Cup here tonight. And just remember this at home, folks, the winner of the J Cup tournament will receive a guaranteed WSU World Championship match against Mercedes Martinez at the Uncensored Rumble Internet pay-per-view brought to you by Go Fight Live. But what would it mean for both women, for Brittney Savage to win this J Cup and do it on her own without the Cosmo Club? But what is this? I think some of the fans were afraid to hit Brittney Savage. She was held out for a chop, and the fans are not obliged, but Sassy Stephanie chopped her instead. They're going right back to work here. Oh, and Sassy Stephanie hit those steps hard. This is just degenerated into a Pier 6 brawl on the floor here in the Carney Presbyterian Boys and Girls Club. Oh, it's Savage with a strike. You know, there's anything I've noticed a lot about Brittney Savage here tonight. She's been more relentless so unrelentless with those strikes. Her kicks, her forearm strikes, she's been very relentless. Unrelentless. Savage again breaking up the count. She wants to inflict more damage on that floor. Onto Sassy Stephanie, the former Spirit, the current Spirit champion. And now Sassy Stephanie kisses the imprint of that fan's chair. And now gets tossed right back in the ring. Finally, we're entering the squared circle. It's been about 5 minutes of these two women beating the hell out of each other on the floor. Referee Mike Jones only gets 2. Savage looking frustrated. She wants to put Stephanie away here. She wants to win the J Cup. Oh, nice chop to the midsection. And despite Savage's braggadocious nature, it is a testament to her toughness that in her 4th match tonight, she's going to win the J Cup if she can do it. She's got to defeat Sassy Stephanie, who's already dealing with a serious clavicle injury to her shoulder. And now she's locked in a Boston Crab, which inflicts a lot of pain on the legs, the knees, and the lower lumbar region of the back. And Stephanie gets to the ropes, and the fans here at Tourny are loving that. They want to see the Spirit champion win this contest. Savage with a cover. She only got 2. Now Brittney Savage locking on a rear chin lock. Simple but effective. It does its damage and makes your opponent exude a lot of energy, like I stated earlier on in the night when a lot of opponents locked in a rear chin lock. And now she's raking the face. Referee's got to get in there with that rear chin lock. It makes Sassy Stephanie, it's going to make her exude a lot just to get to her feet, and then she can counter it. More power to her, man. Oh, and Brittney Savage just pulled her down by the hair, down to the canvas. Referee Mike, I'm always right, Jones, telling her to knock it off. And Savage will not, and she's definitely not obliging. She's going right back to it, pulling on her hair, using both feet to pull up. Savage gets barely a 2 count. These two women have been feuding over the past several months, but this is the first time in my recollection, Brittney Savage is on her own. No Cosmo Club, no seconds in the ring. It's just a straight up fight. And Savage is definitely holding her own. Now Sassy Stephanie looking for some chops. The fans love a double chop right to the pecs. Chops are back on the menu. And Sassy Stephanie now has the upper hand. Reversal of the Irish whip. Stephanie holds on. Savage got kicked right in the mush. And there's that patented Sassy Stephanie takedown. And the Spirit champ only gets 2. But Brittney Savage just takes her down with one vicious clothesline. You know, in the finals of this tournament, endurance definitely will be counting as a factor for both women. Who can survive? Who is more tank? Who has more gas in the tank? Right now, Brittney Savage has proven she has a lot more. Stephanie looks winded. She's favoring that left shoulder. And Brittney is just decimating and picking apart Sassy Stephanie ever since brawling on the floor. It's been all Brittney Savage. Beautiful counter. 3rd time was not a charm, and Sassy Stephanie now firing up. Nice clothesline. And just remember this, folks. Every WSU woman that has won the J Cup tournament went on to become WSU World Champion. And to my recollection, neither of these women have been WSU World Champions. So what an honor it would be for them to win the J Cup tonight. They would be put into a very elite class. Referee Mike Jones up to the count of 4. Both women want the opportunity not only to be the J Cup winner, but to get a world title shot on June 25th at the Uncensored Rumble pay-per-view. Savage with a strike. Savage still showing that she has more endurance than Sassy Stephanie. beautiful counter. She countered to a cartwheel slam. Savage somehow kicked out of it. Nice jaw jacker. Savage with a one-legged chin breaker. Only gets two. Savage looking very frustrated, very angry. She wants that J Cup. She wants a shot at the world title. Savage again looking for something here. Stephanie counters. Kiss my sass. She hit it. Cover. And Savage's foot was on the bottom rope. Sassy Stephanie cannot believe it. She hit Kiss My Sass. She won the first 2-round contest with that very maneuver. And Savage somehow knew where she was and got to the rope. Both women look very winded here. They have taken a lot of punishment. They might be running out of gas here. Basically, it's going to be whoever can hit the first big move, in my opinion, is going to win it here. Kiss my sass. Counter. Ace Crusher. Is this it? It is. I can't believe it. After 4 matches, Brittney Savage has won the J Cup, the 2011 edition of the J Cup. She went through 3 members of the now dissolved Cosmo Club, and she defeated her longtime rival, Sassy Stephanie. Brittney Savage is your 2011 J Cup winner.